Hi, hello everyone. It is Mama Smash here with today's speed build, and I am here as we are on the cusp of the summer season with a rental for you. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to go into Sulani and make a beach residence rental. So if your Sims decide that they'd like to take a summer vacation to the beach and go swimming and make sand pals and go combing for seashells and all of those other fun things that you can do in Sulani, then this is the build for you. So I made sure that it was big enough for a fair amount of Sims to fit into. So I believe you can fit, there are 4 beds, one of them's a double bed. But if you wanted to, you could always go in and switch it out yourself with a bunk bed if that was what you prefer. I mostly used furniture from Sulani, from Island Living, so that it matched the Sulani setting. And so this build should only use base game and Sulani or Island Living. So that's also really helpful in case you don't have many packs. So it's been up on the gallery for a little bit, but wanted to show y'all how I got there. So if you're interested in downloading it, it'll be up on my gallery, which is Mama Smash RR. And so if you enjoy that, go ahead and let me know, and let me know how your Sims summer vacation goes. So when I was first doing this, at the beginning of the build, I wanted to try to get the different bedrooms kind of sorted out first upstairs so that I knew how the stairs would be downstairs before I went and put in other parts of the build. So I made sure that there was, like I said, 3 bedrooms upstairs, which is has 4 different beds, so that there's enough space. But there is 1 bathroom, so that is also not for that many people for an extended period of time, not ideal. For a rental, for vacationing, I think that's actually pretty normal. So there is a nice bathtub and shower though down in the bathroom downstairs, which is just when you come in the door. The color scheme for this build is mostly like that kind of light tan color and white, so it's very sandy, just to kind of match the surroundings. And like I said, I tried to use mostly things from Island Living and base game, so there's a lot in that color scheme as well that just kind of come from that pack naturally. The windows are also pretty open air, which kind of goes again with the whole kind of beachside theme. And yeah, it was really fun trying to think about how I would build this differently than I would build, say, someone's home. So like if I was building a beachside home, it would be a bit different than how I would build a rental, because a rental you're only there for like a certain amount of time, so you don't necessarily need all these different skill building items or opportunities to skill build, whereas if it's a rental, you're here like to enjoy the surrounding area, so you're here to go swim in the water and maybe be outside. There'll be a cooking pit, things that you don't maybe have in whatever world your Sims live in, but you can have them here because you're on vacation. So that was really fun to try to think of different ways to build instead of the ways that I'm used to, because because you're considering, what you would want if you're vacationing instead of what you want for your everyday house, which I know in real life is also different for me. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling with roofing a little bit. I wanted there to be a deck on the upper part, but I didn't know if I wanted it to go all the way around or if I just wanted it to be at the back or the front. It ends up being just at the back, which means that there's still roofing around the edges so that there's a deck all the way around the first floor that is covered. So that's also nice in case there is rain in Sulani, which doesn't happen a lot but does happen sometimes. So then you can still kind of be outside, unless it's a thunderstorm, then your Sims will probably be scared and they'll want to run inside, but it's gives you some space to be outside but not completely uncovered, so that's also good. And I also really enjoyed using the foundation that I used for this build with the kind of stilt legs. I don't really use that foundation much, and so it fits really well into this world since it goes down into the water. So that was also really fun. As you can see now, I'm upstairs working in the different bedrooms. So there's, like I said, a bedroom with 2 single beds, a bedroom with 1 single bed, and then a bedroom with a double bed. And this kind of like a mix of different, end tables, lamps, and candles. There's the dresser in the room with the double bed so that your Sims can change. There's also a mirror there so they can change there too. And then there's also a more living space upstairs. So there's kind of like a desk. So if you maybe had, it wasn't completely a fun vacation, but you wanted your writer Sim to get away and go writing for a week along the beach or something like that, that's also possible because there'll be a space for them to do that too. There is not a computer, it's just a desk. So that keeps the cost down a little bit for like per day when you're doing a rental, but it also means that your Sims aren't going to be going and playing video games every 5 seconds when you want them to be enjoying Sulani. So there's that. And then there's a table downstairs, which is set for 6 since it's a round table. So you can, since there's 5 bed spaces, like I said, you could always go in and add in another bed if you wanted to. I think this would also be a pretty cool place. I didn't put any pet things in the build, but having any sort of like pet beds or bringing your pets along I think could be really fun too. So I think it can be pretty versatile that way. And so then I am now working on like the outside, kind of trying to figure out like plants and things like that, but the and then the inside with curtains, because I wanted it to still have light from outside but be like versatile enough that it didn't look like the windows were all covered, so that it looked like there could be privacy but also wasn't completely covered from the rest of the world. So and then I tried to use a lot of the more island colors, so there's lots of blues and kind of teals. The Island Living pack has a lot of like oranges and yellows. So I tried to use some of those too. But those were really nice for pops of color because, like I said, the rest of the build is more of this kind of sandy color and white color. So here's the desk that I was talking about. Nice little area over there in the corner, as well as a bookshelf, and then a nice portrait on the wall of the beautiful water side of Sulani. So the outside will have a few different things for your Sims to enjoy. So there's like a boat canoe thing out there. There's the speeder thing. I can't think of the name, but the thing that you can ride around on outside if you have Sims. And then there's also going to be a little floaty out there. So that they can enjoy that and just float around if that's what they want to do. And then I started to put towels down, but if I remember correctly, I took them out because it was too cluttered. So, you could bring your own towels if that was what you were looking to do. And then there's a nice, like a fire pit, so you can do feasts that are like specific to Island Living. And then there'll be some trees too, and there's a picnic table so that there can be nice meals outside, so you're not only stuck inside at that round table downstairs. And then going through putting in lots of different kind of like small clutter things, a couple different skill building things, like the paint, like there is a chess table or the easel on the balcony on the top floor so that your Sim could come and do a paint by reference. That would be really pretty here. Looking over the water, I think that could actually turn out really well. So again, like going through like I do normally at the end and putting in lots of different rugs and things like that. You have to have a mailbox for it to be a rental property, and then but making places outside for your Sim to come and enjoy, and trying to utilize different things that are available in Island Living to really, get the feel of the place. And and then kind of going through and trying to figure out what the actual walls are going to look like. So I went back and forth between white and the more sandy color, and kind of did like a mix of both on the outside and inside. And the outside looks more like kind of plank wood, whereas the inside is, you know, a tile in the bathrooms, kind of like a mosaic sort of thing on the walls, and then more just painted walls on the inside. So you've got the kind of like tan color, and then some light wood as well to lighten up the space, but still look like the outside, so it matches the deck on the outside, so it's pretty cohesive when you come up to the deck and then into the house. And then upstairs there's a couple of chairs on the balcony along with the painting easel, so that's really fun as well to go and get a tan or get burned if you are like me. I was outside quite a bit actually this past weekend and got burned, so if your Sims are light skinned like me, then maybe they don't want to be out laying in the sun for as long, but either way it can be a fun little activity. Try to go and get a tan or enjoy the water, whatever you feel like doing on a vacation in this oceanic paradise. So and then as you saw a second ago, I was putting out some different trees in the front, so there's some palm trees to kind of blend in with the surroundings, but also a tree with the white flowers on it that also matches bushes out front, so that it's kind of nice. I put in a floor window so that out on the dock, so that you can see down into the water, which is also really fun. So I think that is going to be about it for today, and I hope you're all having a smashing day. Until next time, bye.